In this video, we're going to take a look at how to find the equation of a line given that line on a graph. Remember that the equation of a line can be written in slope-intercept form, which is just y is equal to mx plus b. When we write it in this form, m represents our slope and b represents our y-intercept. So that's what we need to find. We need to find m, or our slope, and we need to find b, or our y-intercept. I typically like to start with my y-intercept because I think that's the easiest thing to find. All you have to do is look at where that line crosses the y-axis. So in this case, my y-intercept is -3. My slope isn't that much harder. What I want to do is put a point on the line that crosses the coordinate. So I could put a point here, I could put a dot here, I could put a dot here, any of those will work. And what I want to do is see how much I go over and how much I go up. So I'm going to the right 2, which is +2, and I'm going up 3, which is +3. If I had gone to any of the other points, it would work as well. I could go over all the way to this point, and I'm going to the right 6, which is +6, and up 9, which is +9. It doesn't matter which triangle you create. You also could create this one as long as you're creating a triangle from one point to the next. When I do this, I can find my slope. Remember, slope is rise over run. So I'm looking at how much I go up versus how much I go over. So I go up 3 and I go over 2. So my slope is 3/2. If I had done any of the other triangles, it would work as well. 9/6 simplifies to 3/2. And that's why I said it doesn't really matter which points you use because they all simplify to the same thing. And then I can plug my m and my b into my slope-intercept form to find the equation of the line. So if my slope is 3/2, I have 3/2x minus 3, which was my intercept. And that's all I really have to do. Now let's do another example just to really hammer home the point. Now once again, I want to find my line in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is my slope and b is my y-intercept. I'm going to find b first because I think that's the easiest part. It crosses at +2. And then for my slope, I can draw in my points, and remember, any of those points will do. I'm going down 2, which means -2, and to the right 1, which means +1. So my slope, if it's rise over run, is -2/1, which simplifies to -2. So I can write my equation as y equals -2x, because this is -2, plus 2. And then we have a couple of special cases. Our first special case is when we have a horizontal line. When we have a horizontal line, our slope is equal to 0 because it doesn't rise at all. So if we have our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and slope is equal to 0, then that term just goes away, and we're left with y is equal to whatever our intercept is. In this case, y is equal to 5. So no matter what x is, y is always 5. The other special case is when we have a vertical line. When we have a vertical line, it means that our run is 0. And that means we have something that's divided by 0, which means it is undefined. So our slope in a problem like this is undefined, and our equation is simply x is equal to whatever point it crosses at. So in this case, -5. And that's really all you need to know about slope-intercept form. And then you want to make sure that you remember anytime we're going upwards like this from left to right, it is a positive slope. Anytime we are going downwards from left to right, it is a negative slope. Hopefully this clarified a couple of things. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.